Hey everybody, my name's Darlene and I have Parkinson's. I hope you all enjoyed Claudine's talk yesterday. It shows a different side of what happens when someone in the family gets ill. I just thought today we'd sort of touch base a little bit on that. We would go, what kind of medical equipment and devices do you suddenly find yourself needing? We live in a small place right now and we've got a lot of medical equipment and it's all necessary for us. So I'm just going to take you around. It might be a little bit shaky today because I don't have a stand that will be perfectly still, and I cannot, like the other girls, hold their hands out like that because I just would shake. So I've got a list of equipment, but I'm going to go around without the list, and then we'll come back and double check and see what I've forgotten, okay? So we're going to get up. So for anybody who's new here, welcome. I'm really glad to have everybody new, and this is maybe going to be some new information for you. So I'm going to turn away from my mug, and we're going to look at the floor. Okay, we see the fancy dots on my floor. Looks like an old-fashioned twister game. Well, these dots, they trick my mind into following them so that I can keep walking fluidly where I can't walk fluidly without them. Another thing that we have in our kitchen is, you see, it goes into a triangle. It makes it easier to go from the sink to the stove. If you're in a tight spot, it's sometimes hard to turn around, but it's supposed to be easier. Then we come around here. Hi, say hi, Bill. Hi, Bill.
Hi.
We come over here. This is my fancy scooter. We haven't got it all blinged out yet, but we got a few flowers on it, and we're getting there. I should turn this light on here. Okay, now I'm going to open up this closet door. In the back of this, oh, we can't really see it. In the back of this closet, well, you can't see it, there is a wheelchair. We've got it folded down, and that's the wheelchair if we need it. This is a room that is very important. This is our bathroom. Now, okay, I'm not sure what happened, but anyway, we'll continue on. Over here by the toilet, there's a bar that makes it able to get up and down. We have a second seat, so when we get out of the shower, we can sit there. The sink is separate so that somebody else can come in and wash their hands if they need to at the time. Then the shower, I'm going to just open the shower curtain here. Okay, the shower has bars that you can hold on to. It has a built-in seat plus a seat that we have added and lots of mats on the floor. So we are very stationary when we are in there, and it's very safe. Now we'll come into the bedroom. Okay, in the bedroom, this is a walker that doesn't have any wheels. This helps me when I'm not moving very well. If I have the wheels, I have a rollator walker, and so does Bill, with wheels on it. He can handle his fine, but if I use the one with the wheels, it tends to make me go too fast. This slows me down, so if I'm having a hard time balancing or staying up, this is the one that I use. On my bed, I have sleeping rails on both sides so that I could get up either side. Well, right now our bedroom is so small that I couldn't get out that side because we've got another bed pushed right up against it. But the idea is that I could get out either side. And then Bill on his side, he has one so that he can get out. We will note, my bed made, his bed not. All right, let's see. Oh, and then we can see that he has the walker right there. Now I'm trying to think. I'll sit down here and put my face back on, and I'll look at my list and see what I've forgotten. I know I've forgotten stuff. All right, what do I see? I've got the best devices I have is my family, because let me tell you, my family helps. Oh, we've got things to grab jars and help open. Opening the jars is becoming an issue. Opening cans that have pull tabs, that's becoming an issue. I've got my scooter, I've got my wheelchair. We both have rollator walkers. I have the straight walker, all of the bed rails. Oh, we have a grabber reacher. It's over here. otherwise known as a butt pincher. See? So we have that because, let's face it, I drop everything. Not only do we have the reacher, everything I own that's over by my chair is tied to a string. My stylus is on a string. My pen is on a string. My crochet hook is on a string. Because if I drop it, I drop it. Let's see, bed rails, grabber. We have no tub. It's just the shower with the shower bars. The bars are on the wall as well. Everything's tied to a string. Oh, the building that we live in is a seniors building, and it has 3 elevators, so we don't have to use the stairs. The black dots I told you about how they trick your eyes. I have a special pillow. It's not really a special pillow. What it is I bought an orthotic pillow that's all kind of bumpy and supposed to tuck into your neck and everything else, and I literally sawed it in half. So I have a square pillow. Half of it is orthotic, but it kind of cradles into my neck, so I just put a pillow slip over it, and that's what I do. So I sort of Mickey Moused one together that works for me. My chair that I sit in is a lift chair, so therefore I can rise up and down, which is very important at times. We're going to have to do a more thorough job. We've been trying to get rid of heavy kitchenware. Anything that's just too heavy, pots that are too heavy, we've been getting rid of it. And in the spring, we're going to have to buy some plastic kitchenware just so that if I drop things, I'm not going to break them. It's sad to imagine that, at this point in age that I drop things, but it's very evident. We play Yahtzee and the dice are on the floor more than they are on the table. It doesn't seem to matter how I do it. And I drop my pills everywhere. But I think the thing for me is I can see myself having more trouble with remembering my pills, not losing my pills, dropping them. I have to be very conscious of the fact that when Finn comes over, he cannot find pills on the floor. So if I drop them, we have to find them. And it's one of those things that I just have to be conscious of. So anyway, I think that's pretty much the devices, but I have a cute story today. This story, I don't tell many stories about Bill's mom. Bill's mom was a sweetheart. I loved Bill's mom. And when we were trying to have Khalidin, she was the one that was excited for me. My mom said all the things, we don't think you can afford it. You're getting kind of old to have another baby. Do you really want to do that? Like, I got all the sort of negative things. They loved Claudine, but they weren't sure that I should be having a baby. And no, it was when I was having Cal. They didn't know that I was having Claudine. I wasn't married when I had Claudine. I got married while I was pregnant. With Khalidin, Bill and I had just gotten married, and we were trying to have a baby. And my parents were not thrilled about it. And they just thought we couldn't afford it, in which who can ever afford children? You don't get into it to afford it. You get into it because you love them. Anyway, Bill's mom was the one who I could go to, and she would be excited. She would be excited no matter what I said. And we used to go on a regular basis, go and sit and talk for hours in this little restaurant that was down on the main street in New Westminster. I loved her. I really loved her. Anyway, there was one day we were into the Value Village, and she said her head was a little bit cold. Said, well, why don't you pick up a hat? So over she went to look for hats. And she said, I found a great hat. And I said, oh, that's good. That's good. So anyway, I didn't ask to see it. She had found a great hat. Well, we come out of the Value Village and we're walking over to the car where Bill is. And I see Bill starting to laugh. I thought, what is he laughing at? I turned around and I looked at Marion. She had bought a tea cozy, and she had where the handle and the spout were over the ears, so there was no cloth over the ears. That's where the handle and the spout would have been. She bought a tea cozy, and she thought it was a hat. It was hilarious, but she loved her hat. All right, that's it for today. We'll see you all tomorrow, and I hope you have a good day. I fooled you. That's not it for today. I forgot to show you something. Turn around. Okay, this is very important. This is a table that is attached to my lift chair. So my chair is there, but this table moves in and out. I'll see if I can do it. See, it moves in and out. So I could use that for bringing in close to me for food or whatever. I use it for my laptop. So it makes it look a little jumbly over in that corner, but it is very helpful. So now I'll say see you all tomorrow.